Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to another reaction video, another Madden reaction video. Today we are going to be talking about Face of the Franchise. Now, we've already discussed, I've already said my piece on Madden franchise mode. We did a video on that. That should be up already. And now we're going to be taking a look specifically at the franchise, Face of the Franchise mode in the new Madden game. We are going to be taking a look at Face of the Franchise, Rise to Fame. So, create yourself as a player and jump into Face of the Franchise, where you will shape your career from high school all the way to the Hall of Fame, the HOF. So, we're starting out in high school. It's good that hopefully we get more options and more details that we get to little tweak and create with our player, because we got a little bit of that in Madden 20 with the first Face of the Franchise. We got a little bit of details that we could put into our character, different hairstyles, different faces, different voices. It was good, but hopefully this year that they expanded even more. They give us like more different hairstyles, more voices, more just little things really. So let's start out with high school. We've got, it's where most start their journey toward adulthood, but for you, also embark on your journey into football stardom. Step into the halls where it all begins as you customize your high school experience by choosing your school name, city, and even mascot. That's cool. That's really cool. So you get to have your own creative freedom. At least you get some options to choose from, of your school name, your city, and even your mascot. So this gives you a little bit of realism, a little bit of immersion into the mode, unlike franchise mode, but we're not going to talk about that. This is a different video. But anyway, so you get to choose your school name, your city, your mascot. That's really cool. I like that addition. From there, your story begins to unfold as you're plucked from relative obscurity to provide depth behind the school's resident star quarterback, Tommy Matthews. So Tommy apparently is the starter. We are the backup. He must get hurt or something. Your backup gig is short-lived, however, as Tommy has been harboring a secret about his health, one that he only shares with you, leaving you with a crisis of conscience. Do you keep his secret and risk his health, or do you betray his trust and shed light on his potentially secret? Ooh, all right. I like this little fork in the road kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Like one way or the other with the storyline. You could keep his secret and continue to be the backup but risk his health, or take the other road, reveal his secret, become the starter, but then he's an enemy. I like that. That gives you an option. There's two different ways you could go there, and that will define your relationship together throughout your story, as you and Tommy at times teeter between best friends and bitter rivals. But through it all, I don't know why I can't read, but through it all, you can find a way to join forces and lead your team to the promised land, a state championship. All right, I like that. We got a little bit of screenshots here. So this must be your player going into the high school building. And then here it looks like we have an interview. This might be where we talk about where we get the choice to choose whether we're going to reveal Tommy's secret or keep it. That might be like the little interview that we have to do. Then we get to college. So your story doesn't end there, though, as you thrust center stage on National Signing Day as 10 FBS schools vie for your talents. What starts out as a normal signing ends with a dramatic twist after you don the hat of the school you've chosen to attend. Once you set foot on campus, the stakes get even higher, as you not only have to defy why can't I read? You had to definitely navigate a quarterback controversy right out of the gate. All right. So, but also have to figure out how to appease your I don't even, my God, I cannot read, and I graduated high school. Wow, I don't know how. Newly minted head coach Red O'Brien. I'm not even going to finish it. But basically what I'm saying here, or what it's saying here, is hopefully it says there's a dramatic twist at the at signing day. So hopefully there's like multiple different storylines, multiple different paths that you can take, that you can stitch together different pieces of a career. That'd be kind of cool. Like if you like different combinations. If you pick one school, then this storyline happens. But if you pick some other school, then another storyline happens. That would be kind of cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you. That'd be kind of cool. All while attempting to build your draft stock through 2 challenging seasons of college football and win a college football playoff championship or 2 along the way. As if that weren't enough, you're thrown out of your comfort zone and into disarray when Coach O'Brien delivers you an ultimatum. Either switch positions to running back or wide receiver, or pack your bags and take your chances in the NFL draft. All right, so it seems like we're not going to have a choice. What I'm reading from this is we're not going to have a choice to continue being quarterback the second season. So the first season we step onto the campus, we're going to be a quarterback and then try to win a national championship. But the second season, it seems like we either have to switch positions or go straight to the NFL draft. I don't really like that much. Like, what if you want to continue to be a quarterback? Can you be a quarterback and stay in college? Or do you have to switch positions to stay in college and try and win a second national championship? I don't know if I like that or not. But maybe, I just thought about this, maybe since it said up here that Tommy Matthews is going to be like a critical piece throughout this entire career mode, so maybe it's going to be like FIFA career back when they did what's his freaking name? I forget his name, but you know what I'm talking about, like the career mode from Madden or from FIFA 20 and FIFA 19, and I think it's FIFA 18 too, but where you have 2 different people that you can take control of, and if you take and like the other guy is a key part of the story the entire time. Like maybe that's how it'll be. I don't know. But we get to the combine and draft. Since 1982, the NFL combine has been a hallowed ground for the NFL's next generation of talent to showcase their skills for prospective teams. Now it's your turn as you tread those very same grounds and put your abilities to the test amongst your fellow elite, up-and-coming talent. But your skills on the field won't be the only thing scouts will be watching as you're forced to step up to the mic at a pivotal press conference and either let fate decide where you go in the draft or help influence which team selects you. Oh, all right. I like that. So not only do we get to throw the football and do the drills at the combine, excuse me, do the drills at the combine, but we also get to decide how we want to act. We get to decide our personality, which is a very cool feature because I feel like if I was an NFL player, I would be more of the give me my money, I don't care, I'm just here to play football and stuff, and I'd be that kind of guy. But maybe that's a little bit of what we can do in here. We can choose to be a nice guy or to be a bad guy. I don't know, but the life-changing experience continues when you encounter a chance meeting with legendary NFL commentator Rich Eisen. Legendary? I mean, he's good, but as he helps prepare you for the most crucial event of the combine, the event that can make or break your career, the illustrious 40-yard dash. All right, so it is cool that we get to play the 40-yard dash or compete in the 40-yard dash. Here's a little bit of some screenshots from Madden 21 Face of the Franchise mode. Looks like we get to go on the Rich Eisen show, which is kind of cool. There's the NFL honors. So there is the Hall of Fame. There is some good screenshots here. There's some good the graphics are always going to be good. You knew that. But now we go to NFL storylines. Your career will have numerous twists and turns as you navigate the many obstacles of the NFL where you will be able to live out NFL storylines ripped from the headlines. All right, so these look like to be different storyline titles that we can go, and then there'll be like subtitles or subtext and stuff with it. But first is franchise savior. So you've entered the NFL as one of the most highly touted prospects in your draft class, and that means an entire organization is putting their Super Bowl hopes and dreams on your shoulders. All-time greats were able to deliver on those championship hopes. Now it's time to prove that you're cut from the same cloth as those legends. So franchise savior is basically you're the number 1 pick or you're a first-round pick, and the team. It's basically the Cam Newton or the Joe Burrow kind of first round pick or first overall pick kind of thing. You're the keys to the castle now. You have the keys to the castle once you're the first round or first overall pick. And then next man up is after being selected in the NFL draft by a team with a solidified starter at your position, it's clear that even if your time isn't now, it'll come soon enough. How will you win over the veterans in the locker room in the meantime? And if the time comes that you're thrust into the action sooner than expected, you'll be able to provide or prove that you're the man for the job, like Russell Wilson did seamlessly in Seattle. So basically, the next man up is Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes or somebody like that, basically. So understudy is the next one. Following an up and down college career, you were selected in the later rounds of the NFL draft by a team in search of additional depth at your position. Even though it is unlikely that future plans include you, these odds aren't necessarily insurmountable. Tom Brady made the most of his opportunity to step back up in 2001. Nobody cares about that because everybody's heard it a million times. I mean, I'm a big Tom Brady fan, but I've heard it a million times, and so it's a little bit annoying now. Can you make the most of yours and earn yourself a starting job? So that's basically the understudy is like Tom Brady, or I would say even an Aaron Rodgers, because he was an understudy to Brett Favre. So even though he's picked in the first round. Bitter rivals. Whether it's team versus team or player versus player, the best rivals are forever etched in NFL's long illustrious history. Now in the social media area, it's possible for rivals to become more contentious and public than ever. When you and a defensive player on a division rival get into a war of words on social media, it's only the beginning of the rivalry to come. Okay, that's a lot. I like that little bit of a storyline where you can get into a Twitter war with defensive lineman, right, or defensive player. That I like that little hitch or little addition to face of the franchise. Teams with great dream team. Teams with great talent are forced to face great expectations, Super Bowl expectations. Countless teams have fallen short of these expectations, like the 2007. I knew they'd throw them in there, like the 2007 Patriots, the 2001 Rams, and the 1998 Vikings. Can you and your dream team come together and complete the dream season, or are too many obstacles in the way of once in a generation greatness? So, what I'm getting by this is, how are you gonna get a dream team? Are you gonna go to like the Buccaneers? The Buccaneers are trying to, basically this year, the Buccaneers are trying to create a dream team. They've got Tom Brady. They've got Gronkowski. I've heard rumors that Antonio Brown is linked with the Buccaneers. They're trying to get a bunch of other people, good players, to come there. It's like the NBA with the dream team and with the big three in Miami and stuff like that. So the comeback. The struggling of coming back from a serious injury is too much for many players to overcome, but a handful of legends have been better than ever after making their returns. 2012, Adrian Peterson finished first in MVP voting after suffering career-threatening injury the previous season. After an injury forces you to sit out most of the year, can you regain your form and reestablish yourself as one of the best in the NFL? So I'm assuming that these storylines are going to be, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. Like, they're different paths that you start out with one of these three, and then I would assume that, like, if you get injured, does that mean that this storyline takes place? Or is it just like you get injured and then you're out for like a couple weeks and then you come back in the same storyline? Or do you have to switch automatically to the comeback? I don't know how that's going to work. Next one up is Turf War. After a subpar performance last season, you suddenly facing competition for your starting position, but a good old position battle could end up bringing out the best in everyone involved. Can you hold off the in-house opposition and come out even better than before, or is your job in serious jeopardy? I like that one. Into the sunset. After a long and storied NFL career, it's just about time to hang up your cleats. That doesn't mean your final act can't be your greatest act yet. Your team has declined and your best days are maybe behind you, but it's time to prove you still have what it takes to right the ship one more time and end your career as a champion. So basically the John Elway, the Peyton Manning, basically that kind of ending. So does this storyline still take place if you're playing 15 years in the league? That's the kind of question that I threw out in one of my past videos. That's a little bit of confusing. I'm not too sure what we're going to get there. But here we have characters. So we have Tommy Matthews, career-long rival and friend. Reggie Brown, interviewer and friend. Coach Fetu Vaitai, high school legend and football coach. All right. Coach Red O'Brien, defensive mastermind college coach. Snoop Dogg and Rich Eisen are going to be characters, just some of the characters in the game, and they're played by their real life actors and stuff. So we don't need to read this because we already talked about that. So let's take a look at a few more little snapshots of Snoop Dogg and Rich Eisen. So basically, this is looking good. I'm excited to make some content, to make some videos on Face of the Franchise. I'm hoping to do at least 2 maybe even 3 different face of the franchise careers where we're a quarterback, or we go through a quarterback the entire time, or we switch positions one time. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. I also, maybe it'll make it easier if we do different careers and say we take different paths. Like, say in one career we keep Tommy's secret the entire time and then we're best friends with him and stuff, but that would change the entire storyline. Or we go into a second career and we tell his secret about his health, and then we're rivals with him, and then we get a bunch of different storylines after that. So that could be 2 different stories, or 2 different careers that we do. I'm really excited about this. I know I'm disappointed about franchise mode, but I'm still gonna continue playing franchise mode because it's what I do. I like franchise mode, even if they're not gonna update it. I'm still gonna play it because I still want to play as the whole team. But I'm really excited about franchise, face of the franchise. I hope it's really good. I hope it's as good as what they have laid out here in the article. I'm really excited about it, and I guess that's all that I got for today. I just wanted to talk about face of the franchise, let you guys know everything that's coming. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button on the video, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell down below. And yeah, that's going to be it for me on this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!